Hello, hello, hello. I wonder how many of you are exhausted like I am. So ready for the day. It's such a super moment to have you with me. Tuesdays with Christa. And today we're talking about preventing energy blackout by busting the energy drainers. You know, in the past week, I don't know if you are also experiencing this. And today we're going to go to unravel and reveal how we actually can go about to bust those energy drainers. This is a theme that's been popping up with all my clients coming this past week. And so many of them are actually saying to me, Christa, I am so exhausted. I don't have the energy. I barely get through the day. And then I don't have the energy for my family, my relationship, my friends. Actually, at the end of the day, I get to the point of where I just bum out and I actually just want to relax. I don't want to hear anything. I'm short-fused, I'm resentful, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. And this made me think, you know, worldwide, since the war started, and then in South Africa, we're experiencing, they talk about in overseas, you talk about blackouts. Energy blackouts. And in South Africa, we talk about energy load shedding. Now, for the ones that don't know what load shedding is about, that is basically what happens is that the demand is actually depleting your supply of energy. So what happens is either the government goes and actually shuts down the electricity grid for certain amounts of time or certain periods to actually preserve some energy. And overseas, what I've heard is that they actually up the gas prices to make sure that people are forced to use less energy. So there's an actual action that's been taken out of our control. And yes, it causes a lot of frustration. It causes a lot of anger, resentment. We have to continuously plan to find ways to actually see how we can overcome all of this and work around it. So it's something where we don't have the choice over what happens to us, but we have a choice in how we deal with it. So when load shedding happens or blackout happens, a lot of people actually go and they say, first thing is, let's look at solar panels. Let's look at cutting down appliances, use of appliances that are not essential. So we're forced to start really mindfully think about our energy use. Now, why am I telling you this? Have you ever thought about what happens with your energy? You know that we only every day get a certain amount of energy. You only have so much. And if by the end of the day, have you ever thought about this? It blows my mind of how many times we sit and we say I don't have time for my relationship. I don't have energy to work or to be with the ones that I love. The ones that I've chosen to spend my life with, I don't have energy. The majority of our wake days is actually spent at work. Busy earning an income to keep the life going. And then by the time that we get to spend the time with our loved ones, we don't have energy. We've actually been depleted. And that made me realize it's time for us to become aware of where are we using appliances that's non-essential, that's draining our own energy. So when we talk about appliances, and I put it in inverted commas, we're talking about what are we actually investing energy on that is not working for us, that is actually draining the supply, and we're not keeping up. We have had the hard reality of since COVID and a lot of people working remotely that the boundaries between work and home life has been started becoming blurred. So we even couldn't get away from work to focus on our relationships. So now things are just draining us from morning to night. People can have access to emails with us. They have WhatsApp. So people just don't know where to cut off. We are being forced to realize that we have to start doing something, choosing some actions to preserve our energy. So when we talk about energy drainers, what are we talking about? An energy drainer for me is something that actually takes more out of you, more energy than what it puts back. So it's draining your supply. You are getting more and more tired. You are getting more and more exhausted. You are getting have less and less energy for yourself, and we're not talking about the rest. And we actually need to then end up in burnout. That's another way of where we can talk about the energy drain or the energy blackout. It's a burnout. It means that your energy has been depleted. And if we do not do something today, we're not going to make it. Yes, there is a December holiday on the way. We're here reaching the end of the year. We are getting annoyed because we're tired, physically tired, but we're emotionally drained. And it's time for us to actually take control, take the power back. Otherwise, we are going to have a blackout and we won't be able, we'll have a burnout and we won't be able to switch the energy back on. It's not like in Eskom where they actually just come and they just switch it on and off because they've got a backup supply. When our backup supply is depleted, what do? So what are energy drainers? Typical energy drainers. Have you noticed that the more tired you get into a car and you drive, and all of a sudden there's somebody on the road that's actually just cutting in or has got bad driving manners, and you start losing it completely. And after this person is already 2, 3, 4 kilometers or miles away from you, you are still upset. You are still milling around in your head about how people can do that. What's happening? I'm losing my energy. I'm using my energy on something that's come and gone, and it's actually not making any difference. Have you realized how many times we actually negative self-talk? Constantly during the day, doubting yourself, feeding our limiting beliefs, constantly criticizing ourselves. Energy drainers. Do you feel better after you've done that? Do you feel more energized after you've done it? No, you don't. You feel depleted. When you're at work and you pick up the phone and there's a call coming through and you actually look and you say, is this person, I don't have the energy to talk to this person. If this is not life-threatening, if this is not something that is going to add value at that point in time, if this is going to drain your energy, put it off till later. Don't answer the call now. Schedule a time to actually deal with those things. Avoid some of the interruptions. Office politics. How many of us get involved in office politics or gossips? Having conversations with friends that's not adding any value to you. In actual fact, when you walk away, you feel drained. Those are energy drainers. Social media, the news. Maybe we should stop listening to the news while we're driving in the car to work or back home and actually start listening to something that uplifts you, that when you are getting home, that you feel more energized to have more energy for yourself, for your family, and for your relationships. So we need to really sit and identify what are the energy drainers in our life. Who are the energy drainers in our life? Who are the ones that we can schedule a certain time for? That we don't have all these interruptions. So many people, so many times you actually feel frustrated with yourself, upset, kicking yourself. Why in the world did I go out of my way for these people? And I have given them more than what I was supposed to. I have actually neglected my own boundaries. And then I'm cross with them. But the fact is, we need to draw the line. We need to take the action. Nobody can stop the energy drainers, but we can. Things will happen. People will make demands on your time. Things will make demands on your time. Things will go wrong. Things can go right. We don't have always control over it. It's how we choose to react to it. How we find ways to actually stop the energy drains and start making sure that we use our energy for the appliances, the people, the relationships, the things that matter to us. We need to make time to actually go in and do what we need to do. I see that some people are battling to get the live link, but there will be recordings and we will get back to this. What I want each one of us to make a point of today is to make sure, am I part of the problem in the energy drain? Am I part of the energy drain blackout that's happening in my life? And we'll quickly find out that yes, people around you will have reactions. People around you will have certain ways of behaving towards you. You have a choice in how much energy you're going to waste on it. I know today there was a certain times, and today I'm exhausted, I'm going through a tough time, and I'm feeling uncertain about certain things. That's life. And the more I try to stop it, the more I tend to go towards it. It's somehow as if it's just drawing my energy, and I had to sit for a moment and say, breathe now and bring your energy back. What do you have control over? Do I have control over what people think? No, I don't. Do I have control over how people treat me? No, I don't. Do I have control over a taxi or a car that's actually cutting in between you? Do I have control over whether the queue is going to get shorter? No, I don't. But I do have control over how I step in and what I do. I have control over where I want to invest my energy. So what do I want us to do? In this week coming, pay attention. Really sit and focus and to say, what are crucial, important things for me? What are things that I want to use my energy for? And make that a priority. Visualize that. Focus on that. And then you ask yourself, what are things that are just draining you? What are things that's taking your energy away from you? And do less of that. Make decisions. Choose what you're going to say no to and what you're going to say yes to. Choose where you're going to invest your energy and how you're going to invest your energy and what it's worth to invest your energy on. I hope this is a quick one. I hope you have found some value in this and that you will go and choose to really take charge, bring your energy back, prevent the energy blackout by stopping the energy drainers. And it's sometimes not big things. It's sometimes the small things that we buy in that's actually not working for us. We need to get to the point of where we stop it. We need to actively take charge. We need to actually step in. Take the action. Make the choice. Stop being the victim. If you are tired, if you are exhausted, it's important. It's your body's way of telling you that you are being drained. And you need to stop the drain. You need to set the boundaries. You need to respect your own boundaries. You need to step in and actually make it work for you. You have control over that. Today, I am vouching to take charge, to actually put myself into load shedding. Yes, you heard me right. I'm going to put myself into an emotional drain, blackout prevention. And that means I am going to unplug some of the appliances, the things in my life that's draining my energy, that's depleting my energy source. And I'm going to start choosing to use my energy for the solutions, for the relationships, for the actions that make a difference. I hope you have a wonderful week. Enjoy uplifting your energy, stepping back into your power, taking charge of your energy supply. And don't let others, don't let things that don't matter, that you don't have control over, deplete you. It's up to you to take charge, preserve your energy, and protect your energy. Have a super day. See you again in the next Tuesdays with Christa live chat.